Come on in, honey. The lantern's lit, the veil's a little thin, and the wind's been dying to carry a few secrets your way. Welcome to Raven's Ramblings, where the shadows walk beside us and the past never stays buried, and a good spell can speak louder than a sermon. I'm Raven Nightingale, part healer, part hellraiser, keeper of the old ways and ghost stories alike. So pull up a chair and listen close. You never know what might be whispering in the dark. Hello, my moon children, mystics, and wandering souls. Welcome back to Raven's Ramblings. I'm Raven, and today we are going to kind of continue on with our slowing things down and reconnecting with our inner witch and stuff. Uh, so it's just been a rough time of year, right? Everything's been all wackadoo. So if you are listening to this episode, you might be having one of those days where your bones feel tired, your spirit feels wrung out, and your magic still feels kind of like a faint ember instead of that crackling fire. And if that's you, come sit with me. It's going to be okay. Grab a drink, wrap up in something soft, let your shoulders fall. You do not have to perform magic today. You do not have to impress anyone or be productive or be high vibe. You just have to breathe, and that's enough. Today, we are going to talk about gentle witchcraft for hard days. So, these are little practices that don't really demand a lot of you, but still offer some comfort, some grounding, protection, and connection to that magic. It's a soft magic. It's a quiet magic. It's a magic that meets you where you are. So let's talk about it. I want to start by saying something that I deeply believe, and we've talked about this a little bit on these last couple episodes. You are still a witch, even when you are exhausted. You are still powerful, even when all you can do is lie in bed and doom scroll. Your magic does not vanish when you're overwhelmed or depressed. Okay? It is still there. Hard days do not mean that you have fallen off your path. They just mean that you're human, and that's all right. Your magic lives in you, and no matter how many spells you cast, uh, it doesn't matter how elaborate your rituals are. And honestly, some of the most potent magic is soft and slow and quiet. So let's talk about those gentler practices a little bit. Okay. Number one would be bedside magic. If getting out of bed feels like climbing a mountain, don't. Just do your magic right where you are. Have a crystal by your bedside. Hold it in your hand and breathe with it. Touch your heart and whisper, I am still here. Light a small candle on your nightstand with the intention of emotional safety. Close your eyes and imagine a soft glow filling your chest. All of that is magic that you can do just laying there. And that's okay. Because sometimes, some days, you just need to bed right, or couch right, or chair right. And that's okay. Number two, pocket altars. And I need to make a new one of these. I used to have one in a little bitty, like Altoids tin. I need to make a new one. On hard days, altars can feel like one more thing to maintain. As I look back here at my dusty altar that I need to purge and change out. So keep a tiny altar in your pocket. It can be very small things, a small stone, a feather, a charm, a tiny vial of salt. And touching it reminds you that you are connected to something bigger even when you feel small. Simple, right? Number three, the bare minimum ritual. If a full ritual feels impossible, because a lot of times it does. Because there's a lot of work that goes into rituals between writing everything down, gathering supplies, setting everything up. It's a lot. So here is a zero effort ritual. Take a single deep breath. On the inhale, imagine drawing in stability. On the exhale, imagine releasing heaviness. And then whisper, "This is enough." That's it. 3 seconds, pure witchcraft. And you can do that anywhere, anytime. Doesn't matter. So, now we're going to talk a little bit about magic for emotional overwhelm. This is called moon breathing. All right. And it is a grounding breath that I personally use, I say often, like a couple times a week. Uh, it's very simple. You're going to inhale for 4 counts, and you're going to hold for 2, and then exhale for 6. Now, while you are doing that, you are going to imagine the moon pulling that stress out of your body like a tide. And it truly does help calm the nervous system almost instantly. Like I can do that once or twice and just be, you know, focus. Yeah, y'all just listening on Spotify can't see me going with my hands. You have to watch it on YouTube. But it does. It helps a lot. Another thing, and this is one that I love to do, and I kind of did it earlier today. Uh, Candle companionship. It's not really spell work, it's companionship with your candle. So you would light a candle, not to manifest anything, but to remind yourself that you are not sitting in the dark alone. Sit with your candle and whisper, "Stay with me." It truly does feel like sitting beside a gentle friend. And just watch that flame and just be in that moment. Very gentle, very simple, but very, very meaningful. Another one, salt water release. Now, let me explain. If if you're like me, or like I used to be, I don't do it as much anymore because, well, my emotions are a little wackadoo here lately. But if you cry, that, my darlings, is spell work. Think about it. Tears are salt water, and salt water cleanses. You are literally doing a purification ritual with your body. Let it happen. Try that out. Purge the tank. It's good for you. It's very cathartic. Okay? I love that one. I used to do that one all the time. But like I said, my emotions have gone kind of wackadoo. Sorry. And a yawn. It's 1 a.m., so I'm still a little tired. Now, the next thing is gentle protection for a fragile energy. Something you can do is called not today shielding. This is a good one. I like this one because I've said it before without even realize I was doing it. So, not today shielding is like when you feel kind of fragile. Protection magic doesn't need to be fierce. It doesn't have to be. It can be soft. So imagine a fog around you, whether it be lavender colored or silver, and whispering, "Not today." And you'll hear some Southern folk go, "Not today, Satan." Now, granted, you and I don't believe in Satan in that sense, but it's still a fun, vernacular to use. So imagine and whisper, "Not today." Not today for drama. Not today for energy vampires. Not today for anything that drains you. And this is a shield built out of softness, not force. And just let it cushion you, and everything can just bounce off of it. Another great thing to do is if you have the energy to make a cup of tea. That's very simple spellcraft. Look in and see what tea flavors you like, number one, because not all tea flavors are good. I don't care what the benefits of it are, some of them are just funky. All right. Now, a good one that a lot of people do like is chamomile. Chamomile is good for peace. Mint is good for clarity. Lavender for emotional soothing. And then with any of them, you can add honey for sweetness returning to your life. And then hold that warm cup of tea and say, "Let warmth return to me." And then sip it slowly. That's it. That's the whole ritual. Simple. You can do this in 2 minutes. Okay. Maybe a few more with, boiling the water and all that. But still, super simple, super easy, super gentle. So this part's very important. Disconnection from your magic isn't failure. Feeling disconnected is not failure. It is a season. Every witch goes through these times where their magic feels kind of muddy, far away, or inaccessible. On those days, just like I've talked about before, try the just one thing rule. Choose one tiny magical act, the smallest thing you can think of, and do that. Pull one tarot card. You don't even have to read it or to bond with it or to whatever. Just pull it. Hold it. Burn one stick of incense just to let your mind and those olfactory senses kind of remember everything. Hold one crystal. Lay your hand on your heart. Touch your altar as you walk by it. One thing. That's it. No pressure, no performance, just one simple thing. And it kind of keeps that thread between you and your practice intact, but gently. Okay. So here's a couple of tiny spells for those hard days. Number one, the weighted blanket spell. And I love weighted blankets. I don't know about y'all, but it just soothes me so much. So lay down and imagine a soft, warm energy settling over you like a protective blanket. And whisper, "I allow myself to rest." That's it. See? Super simple, super gentle. Number two, the pocket light spell. Cup your hands together, and I do this with my candles too. Cup your hands together and imagine a little spark inside of them. Now take that spark and put it in your pocket. And as you do that, say, "I carry hope with me." Simple. You can do that when you're getting ready in the morning. Number three, the warm hands spell. Rub your palms together until they're warm. Then place them on your chest or your belly and say, "Return me to myself." Simple, soft, and powerful. So, if today is hard, or tomorrow, or yesterday, or whenever, when the days are hard, because they will be at some point, whether that be emotionally, mentally, spiritually, please hear me. You don't have to fix your whole life. You don't have to be productive every single day. You don't always have to be the strong one. You don't have to do a full moon ritual or cleanse your house or cast a spell to be a good witch. You get to be gentle. You get to rest. You get to slow down. You get to pause. Your magic does not disappear when you're struggling. It actually becomes more tender and more real and more honest. Hard days don't make you less magical, they just make you human. And honestly, some of the deepest and rawest magics begin in the moments when we feel like we have nothing left. And I know that is very true for myself. I have done some of my most powerful workings when I was just nothing. Thank you for being here with me today, especially if today has been difficult. I hope you enjoy this bonus episode. I'm proud of you for listening. That alone is an act of self care. So, if this episode held space for you, I'm honored. Wherever you are, whatever you're carrying, I hope you find a sliver of gentleness, a soft breath, a moment of peace. And remember, you are not walking this path alone. We're all right here, along with your magic. Until next time, blessed be, my dears, and take care of your heart today. Bye.